Today, I'm going to show you 10 of the very best tips and hacks to transform your small space, renter-friendly closet in just 3 hours. Welcome to Skip to My Life. I'm Shannon, a small space organizing expert, and today's episode is sponsored by FlexiSpot. If your closet looks something like this one, you are in the right place today. I had fixed my closet and organized it, and in fact, that's one of my most popular episodes. But as all things do, this one needed revisiting and reviving, and I wanted to do it in just 3 hours. Organizing your closet's a lot easier if you start by taking absolutely everything out of it, and this job is a great one to use these hanging rolling organizers. I've linked to one below, and as you can see, this is a cautionary tale. Do not put things on the end first or it will tip over. This is a hot job, and ladies, I am in the middle of hot flashes. My husband found this wonderful portable fan. I am linking to that below, as well as the t-shirt I'm wearing, which I designed just for you. One of the main reasons I wanted to tackle this closet is because I am over these hanging shelves. I have tried all different kinds and I am not about them anymore. So we're going to present an alternative that looks much more upscale and streamlined. And even if you're renting or you have a tiny closet, this will work for you. Next, you're going to want to clean every single surface. I love this Brillo spray from the Dollar Tree. It smells a lot like the pink stuff, and I am all about a fresh smell in a closet. I want it to look and feel like we have done our job here. We bought this dresser when our kids were infants, and we have repainted it and changed out the knobs and put it in our closet. My closet is not the only thing that needed reviving. This chair had seen better days, and if you know my dog Bella, you know that this is her throne she loves to sit on. But I want to tell you about a brand new chair that I found from a company called FlexiSpot. This Powerlift Recliner XL6 has independent control of the backrest and the footrest with these easy-to-use controllers. Not only does this chair fit perfectly in our small space, but it also has heated features and a massage feature. The controller for the headrest and the footrest is so easy to use with large buttons that are lighted. While you're resting in the chair or watching TV, you can be recharging your headphones or your phone by using this USB charger that fits into the controller and even has its own loop. It has generous side pockets on each side to hold the controllers, but big enough to hold a magazine or a book as well. The chair has a weight capacity of 400 pounds and it lays flat if it's time for a nap. This FlexiSpot Powerlift Recliner XL6 is a great value at under $500. I love the extra added pillow and it's so easy to clean. My mother-in-law visited and she loved the lift feature that made it so easy for her to get in and out of the chair. You can learn more about the FlexiSpot Powerlift Recliner XL6 by clicking on my link, and you can also get $50 off by entering my exclusive code. Now remember, this is Bella approved and it's her brand new throne. Well, now that it's all clean and empty, my husband is helping me use this little stacking cube organizer that we had in his office, but we weren't really using. My other tip is to center everything in the closet. This is going to give it a very high-end boutique look. And if you're asking yourself how I'm possibly going to fit everything back into this spot, keep watching and I'm going to show you some more hacks. I love using these cube organizers much more than hanging shelves, and I'm showing you a different configuration that I used in my daughter's baby room closet. Simply centering that dresser in the middle of the closet freed up so much space on the sides, and now I can reach absolutely everything. Now I'm just going to take some of this Dollar Tree paint because that's what I have on hand. And I'm not running out to the store for this project because I'm trying to use what I already have. And I am just going to take a little paintbrush and touch up some of these areas that look kind of worse for wear without taking too much time. And I thought we could have a little chat while I'm doing this about clothing. I'm providing links to everything I'm using in this video, and these cubes from Walmart are my very favorite. These cubes have a birch wood look and they're easy to clean the front. They're not like the fabric cubes that get stained and bent. So I'm showing you how I'm using these in my closet and what I'm putting inside. Because these cubes have a plastic front, there's no worry if you have labels or stickers on the front. You can easily remove those and replace them with something new. Before you make a permanent label to organize your closet, I recommend that you try different items in different boxes to make sure that's convenient and best for you before you go ahead and make a permanent label. Now it's time to put the clothes back, and I wanted to organize this tiny closet the way you would see in a retail store. I'm hanging all my shirts and tops on the top racks. The white and black go on the left and the different colors go on the right. The same with the bottom racks. I'm hanging my pants and my skirts on the bottom. Black and white goes on the left and different colors go on the right. Last year, I decided to replace all of our hangers with these felt swivel hook hangers, and it was the best decision I made in closet organization. I will link to these below. They have held up really well. Here are some of my wardrobe favorites that I like to use in layering, and the tank tops from Walmart are really hard to beat under any kind of jacket or long sleeve shirt. Now that I've put back all the shirts that need to be hung up, I'm going back through my rack and I'm taking off all of those tank tops and just putting them in one of these cubbies. They don't get wrinkled and they don't need to be hung up and take up that precious rod space. There are at least a couple different ways of folding these clothes when you put them in the cubbies. One method is to roll them up and stack them, and then the other method is the Marie Kondo method, where you do it more like a file or an envelope, and that's the one that I usually end up preferring. Now I'm repeating this process with my t-shirts. No longer am I using that precious rod space for t-shirts. I'm going to be folding them in a way that keeps them nice and unwrinkled. Same with my swimsuits and shorts. And speaking of swimsuits, if you're looking for a modest bikini top, this is a great one from Walmart. What's left on my clothing rack are winter items that need to be stored. I'm also loving these maxi skirts I found at Walmart, and they come in 4 different colorways. I will link to that below. If you have a closet with short racks like these and you have longer items like dresses, here's a hack to help you fold them in half and keep them from wrinkling. First, hang the item as you normally would, then take a second hanger and put the skirt over that hanger and hang it up in the closet next to each other, and you will save 50% of that space. Previously, I had stored my purses up on the top shelf and they were just too hard for me to reach, but I also wanted to keep with the theme of organizing this like a retail store. So I wanted those purses to be seen and I wanted to know exactly what I had. So I'm stacking them on the top shelf of this cube organizer, and then I'm using one of my favorite lucite containers from Walmart. It is vented, and I'm going to show you another way to use it in just a minute. These are the best stackable storage cubes for the price that I have found anywhere, and I am linking to them below. You all must love them too because they are one of my most popular organizing items. I bet you didn't know that the giant storage bags with the zip top from Dollar Tree can hold 2 pairs of long boots. So I'm storing those on the top shelf. I keep my less seldom worn jewelry on this hanging organizer, and I love it because it has a black background. It's really easy to see what I have. I was able to clear enough space in that top dresser drawer to hold the jewelry that I wear every single day and a couple other items as well. This is something one of my kids made in grade school. Well, of course, I'm going to show you more than 10 items, so keep watching. Light in a closet is one of the most important elements to make you really use and wear what you already have. So I purchased these lights from the store Five Below, and I'm going to give you a link if you want to order them online. These are motion sensor lights. They sell for $6 and they come with their own battery. So I think that that's a great value. I'm attaching one light to the wall by the lower rack and one by the upper rack, and that's also going to illuminate that top shelf. After they're activated, these lights stay on for only 30 seconds, so it's not going to waste a lot of battery time, and you don't have to worry about remembering to turn them off. These lights are so easy to use and install. They're one of the favorites I've ever worked with. Now that we have everything put back in the closet, it's time to add those finishing touches, and one of the most important is labeling. I'm using my Cricut Joy labeler. I love this one because it's small and it doesn't take up a lot of space in my small home. It's so easy to use, and it also makes things look like they were professionally labeled. I am anticipating even taking these little cubes to my laundry room and doing my laundry and putting everything right back in the cube and putting it in its space. This is going to save me so much time. When you're organizing your closet, I recommend you have some kind of a catch-all tray, and this reed tray from Five Below is so beautiful for less than $6. I'm using this tin platter from IKEA that I already had, and now it's time to figure out a solution for our shoes. I found this narrow shoe rack at Five Below for less than $6. It is super simple to put together, even without instructions. Because the space I'm putting it in is so small and narrow, I needed to take it apart and reassemble it back in the closet. This tiny closet organization is really starting to take shape, and I'm getting so excited. Because I've streamlined the clothes that I kept, there's enough space to put that little shoe rack and hold just enough shoes for me to wear every day. If you've gotten some great ideas from today's video, don't forget to let me know by clicking that like button. And if you haven't already, I would love to have you subscribe. Then you're sure not to miss out on all the fresh ideas I have coming your way. Thanks again to today's sponsor, FlexiSpot. And if you just can't get enough of Skip to My Life and small space organizing, click on the link below and I will sign you up for my newsletter where I will give you weekly tips and behind the scene hacks. Part of having an organized home is having spaces that function with ease, and this closet is so much easier for me to use now. It also makes me feel inspired to use what I already have without buying a lot of new clothes. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for watching. I know you have many choices of how you spend your time, and I value your company so much. If you're coming back, thank you for supporting me and my channel and being part of the Skip to My Life community. Whatever you do today, my friends, please do not forget that today is not the end of your story, so do not give up. So my philosophy on clothing, it has changed a lot over the years. I really used to want to keep up with whatever the current trends were. I don't think that there's anything at all wrong with that. However, I am over 50, and at this point in my life, I would rather spend my money on things besides fad clothing. Also, I feel a responsibility more now that I have grandchildren to not promote stuff that's just going to end up in landfills. But I am trying to really focus on clothing, whether it's expensive or inexpensive, that I can wear for a long time and will still look fresh and good over the years, and also with all kinds of different clothing. So I think the point of all of this is just to say, take a little time to kind of figure out who you are when it relates to clothes. Don't just, go to the store and say, oh, that's cute, I'm going to buy that. As we get older, let's be a little bit more conscious about our clothing decisions, what our style is, what we feel good in, what looks great on us. And if you want more information about how I figured all of that out, I'm happy to talk more about it. Color matching is great, but it doesn't really take into account your personality. So I like to dress for the colors that look great on me, but also that express who I am and my personality. So people